happening once again there today. Bring us up to speed on the rescue, the recovery. What can you tell us?
Marcia, as you've been outlining, so much devastation already with so many people already confirmed dead and dozens still missing. And then we add on top of the fact that there are still flood watches and warnings in place for close to 5 million people through central Texas. And these are areas already devastated with storms expected in the region over the next 24 to 48 hours, which could make it more difficult for the search and rescue and, unfortunately, now recovery efforts to continue the way they've been doing now in its fourth day. As we mentioned, dozens still missing, upwards of 41 people still unaccounted for. But we see the images of devastation and the dozens of people already confirmed dead, including, as you mentioned, the 27 kids and counselors at that summer camp, a Christian summer camp for girls, with this catastrophic flooding unfolding in the early hours of Friday. The Guadalupe River running through central Texas, rising more than 8 meters in less than an hour outside of San Antonio, sending walls of water crashing over its banks as survivors have been recounting some of the harrowing stories, clinging to trees and branches, floating on debris like mattresses just to stay above water as the fast-moving current swept them out of their homes, out of their communities, and summer camps as well. And so, as we mentioned, Marcia, the issue right now, of course, the search and rescue and recovery efforts are ongoing, but being hampered by the fact there are still more storms in the forecast in the next 24 to 48 hours. So this region already being impacted so severely, so much devastation already, and there could be more significant issues in the days and hours to come.
And Scott, we should just point out to our viewers that we're looking at live images right now of these massive mature trees that were uprooted by the water. Now, there have been a lot of questions about whether or not there was enough warning. What can you tell us about that? How much notice did people get that this heavy pounding rain was on the way?
And Marcia, just first and foremost, that video, you can see the sheer power of this water by ripping those trees from their foundation, from their roots, these massive mature trees, as you mentioned. Now, onto the criticism. Texas officials are facing criticism over preparations and why residents and summer camps were not alerted sooner or told to evacuate. The National Weather Service did send out a series of flash flood warnings in the early hours of Friday before issuing more severe flash flood emergencies. But some local officials, they had not expected, saying such an intense downpour that was equivalent to a month's worth of rain for the area. Some Texas officials have been critical of the response, saying the National Weather Service did not convey the severity of the storm's threat soon enough. Others are defending the Weather Forecasting Agency, which, as you had pointed out, has been hit with significant cutbacks under the Trump administration. Now, U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem said over the weekend it was difficult for forecasters to, present such, present just how severe this would be and how much rain would fall in such a short amount of time. And so, a lot of people are asking, could this have been sent out earlier? Could more people have gotten out of the way of the devastation? That, of course, will come in the weeks ahead. First and foremost, as we mentioned, there is still so much to do in the hours and days ahead, Marcia.
Yeah, can't stop thinking about those families of those little girls. Scott Hurst for us this morning. Scott, keep us posted on developments. Thank you so much for all of that. In Washington,